Apparently there is. Who did the history? No, okay. I didn't know if it was Brother Genevieve. The so-called astrariums. It's our considered belief that these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastian era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worshipped the old gods? An order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determines which mages are and are not given the magister title. The members of this order wish to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicates they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. There they would lock away their secrets, caches of treasures, and perhaps even the secret meeting places, though we have no way of knowing for certain, unlockable only through the knowledge of the ancient astronomy, a practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each of the astrariums could point to the secret cache if one knew the 3 constellations that mapped the... Okay. So, that is interesting, like knowing what we know about dreamers. And who we've met as dreamers. And Solus is technically a dreamer. Okay, hold on. So 1, 2, 3... Wait, no. I think we gotta go. Hold on. 1, 2... no... This one always takes me a minute. 1, 2... See it? Because you gotta start and end. I don't know if that counts. That might. So do. No. Do. So start here. Go. Do. Huh? What did I just do? Boop, 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 boop. No. Here, right here. Do. Okay. So there. We'll try it. 2. This. Yeah, we did it. First try. Okay. And the last one actually isn't too far. There you are. Come here, you. Done! I like it how Souls just by default puts down a barrier and it's ram meat. It's just a ram. I just literally killed a ram and Souls is like, here's a barrier! I need one more. One more. And then we're done. We're gonna go this way. Actually, I lied. You know why I want to go this way? Because I want to pick up... Oh, wait, no. Is it that woman and then the Templars show up? Like, I think you got to go talk to a woman in the hut first. And then she tells you about her husband. Or something. And then getting the ring back. Oh my gosh, we missed! Okay. Sometimes the stuff zooms to you a bit. No. Okay. It didn't. Sometimes, like, I feel like the meat from the animals will, like, pop right up to you. So, I forget. Yeah, I think the ring, I think you gotta go talk to her, and then she tells you, and then you can go get it for her. So, let's go do that over there. Then all of that. Like, we'll do the thing, and then the thing, and then we'll pop back this way and go get the letter and see if we can get the ring, and then we'll kind of do the whole loop. Yeah. Right. No, wait, yes. That actually, as confusing as it sounds, actually made sense in a very weird way. I love how that statue right there, I believe that that's Andraste. Just like, it's so easy to miss. Because normally when you're like roaming around, you're roaming around like this. But like, this is one of those, you gotta look up or else you're 100% going to miss it. And it's absolutely huge. And you can see that like, there's the other one. And it's broken. It's actually really cool. Because you know that this was kind of headed somewhere important. You know what I mean? Or maybe it was supposed to be like, this was somewhere important. But either way, it definitely makes a statement. This is what I was talking about when I was trying to recap the plan for the rest of the Hinterlands. This space. So if anybody was confused, because I was using a lot of Plexisms. This is what I meant, was this one, 100%. Oh man, this Phaedrift is so much easier as an archer than it was as, Ivy. I don't know why, but like, this is 100% my favorite combat. Goodbye.
Dead.
Yes. Dead. No, don't touch me. Delicate. Yeah, one more for you. And another one done. And then there's somebody in here that we should go talk to. Hey.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
They killed your husband? What?
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
I'll see if I can get that back for you.
Farewell.
That's always so sad. Like, that's just how bad it got. This... I think the stump that he was digging out was, like, over here or something like that. But, like, that is really and truly how bad things got around here. Oh, there's another treasure chest. Okay. Well, we've got plenty of stuff now that I don't know what to do with, but we have it. Girl, can you get up there? Let's do... Oh, we can start getting this stuff.
These must be the supply caches Whittle asked us to find.
Also, there is the, Where are you? Is it here? The flower plant thing. Is it over there? Am I thinking of the wrong area? Isn't it? The great... Is it grace? Hold on. What is it? Those are elf roots. We'll get rid of these guys first. I thought it was here. I could be wrong. Hello! I'm not asking questions. Really and truly, I am not. I'm going to take your lamb's wool, though. Weird, I know. But... Oh, and also take your prayer stone. Oh, this one. Nope. Nope. I don't like this one.
The apostates locked themselves in for safety. And then the Templars set the house on fire.
It's weird that nobody else has a comment about it, though. So the Templars were attacking the peasants we'd taken food from. They wanted to make certain everyone fought to the death rather than help us. We took them by surprise with ice and lightning, and several were dead before they even saw us. So much for all that Templar discipline. The brutes are off leash just as much as we are now. Still, there were enough of them to damp our magic, and the sellswords died fast when it came to blows. We've fallen back into the peasants' home. It's sturdy enough in here, and it looks like the peasants didn't give up all their food after all. So, like, the funny thing is, right, in the beginning, when you're like, attacking peasants we'd taken food from, so it almost sounds like for a second they're like the peasants helped them, like, willingly, but then it looks like they didn't give up all their food after all. Like, so the mages were no less at fault on this one. I can hear them out there doing something out in the trees. Whatever they try will be ready. And we're never going back to any circle. Even real Templars couldn't stop us. And these glorified bandits are no better. My question is, how come they didn't jump out of, like, that space right there? Because, like, you probably would have been able to. I've stood there a few times and tried to figure it out, but I should probably not. It's sad though. It's very sad what had happened all around here. I guess the plant, did I already get what I needed and not even realize it? Possibly. Possibly. I thought there was another of the, we already have some of it too. Was that, I think that's you! Hello. Thank you very much. And I think the rest of it is down here. I like it how we have no more rams to hunt, and now we're just like finding them everywhere. But now we're gonna do a gigantic loop. if that makes sense. So we're gonna actually backtrack a bit, which is fine. Totally fine. Never got my gift from the Fade. That was probably one of my favorite things about Ivy's Let's Play, was the whole characterization that the Fade Rifts were leaving her a gift and trying to woo her. Like, that was probably, like, legitimately one of my favorite, like, concepts for her. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what made me think of it or what, but I thought that that was, like, pretty funny, and it amused me the whole time I was recording. So if you too laughed at some of that, just know that, like, every single time there was a, ooh, what did the Fade leave for me today? Kind of moment. Like, that was 100% really, like, I was giggling on the inside as it happened because it was, like, so Ivy. Of course she's gonna think the Fade is flirting with her or something like that. Instead of it just being, like, loot.
You know,
yeah?
not every dwarf likes caves.
I heard that rumor. I heard that rumor a few times. Thank you.
More supplies for recruit Whittle.
Mm-hmm. All right, what about you? Oh, this? This? Oh. Okay, so we got new stuff, too. I need you to check the cave up the hills off the path between Redcliffe and Haven. If you can get past the mages and the Templars, it's worth it. Purest vein I've ever seen this close to the surface. But that pure vein gets corrupted. I can't wait until we get Bianca at Skyhold, which is going to be many moons from now, given how slow we're playing this thoroughly. It's not slow, it's thorough. This is how I really enjoy playing DAI. But because we're playing it so thoroughly, it's going to be a bit. But once we learn about, like, Red Lyrium from Bianca and stuff like that, like what she learned of it, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. Wait. Shouldn't there be people to murder here? I know you're frightened by the light in the sky, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the Eye of the Maker finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants and come up into the hills, away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and the mages. Let me introduce you to the Speaker. She'll explain everything, and we'll be together and happy, waiting for everything to be right in the world. Your love, Lord Bernard. Like, this one... Hey, this was like, I mean, it still is incredibly sad, but like the first time I played, I was like, oh no, that's sad. But like, I do think that it's interesting that like, this does mention that there is basically an entire group of people that's just like, I don't really like, I don't want to deal with the Templars or the mages. I just want to live. Like, I don't want to get involved in this. And I do like it that we are seeing that, especially where we are now, because of how important that is. Because it kind of feels like, well, everybody cares about mages versus Templars, but in actuality, I don't know if the average person actually cared. You know what I mean? Which is weird to think about because it's literally you. This is what we needed to spawn in for the ring. But like, because we are, you know, the Herald and the Inquisitor, and we're here because of it, like, we have to care. But there are people out in this world during all of this that just want to survive. They just want to survive the hole in the sky. And like, I think that's probably one of the more important parts of some of your companions, like Sarah and Blackwall, especially even Iron Bull to a fashion, I think, because none of them necessarily give a hoot about the fight about like mages versus Templars. They just care about fixing things so everybody can get back to living. And I like that we have some companions that kind of care a little bit about each bit of it. But when the Tevinter Imperium said that mages should rule over man, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. When the Circle said that mages should be allowed to consort with the unholy spirits without care or consequence, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. Now that Lord Seeker tells us to withdraw to Val Royeaux, my brothers, I tell you, we are the just. And we must rebel against this unrighteous decree. Our battle must continue until no mage draws breath. Cast aside these cowardly shackles and join us along the river of the West Road. Wait, what did they say here? Circle said that mages should be allowed to consort with the unholy spirits without care or consequence. I don't remember the Circle saying that. Like, I really don't. I think I think by this point, oh, definitely by the time you see this, it'll have happened. But there was a codex entry I read in my DA2 Let's Play at the Hawk Estate. Don't ask me what number episode it was, but it's at the Hawk Estate, where it talks about how the circles were actually formed by the mages. Like, they wanted to break away from the chantry, so they created the circle. And I actually think that that's a really interesting codex entry. And I forget if we see it, like, one similar to that in this game. And surprisingly, it was not written by Brother Genevieve, which I don't know how to, like, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see history, not written by Brother Genevieve, it's weird to me. But anyways, it wasn't written by him, so it's an entirely different person's account. But I do think that that's very interesting that it does make mention that mages made the circles. And then, boom, Templars to kind of keep them in line. But I'm curious if, especially as we do, because we're going to go with the mages this run. So if you didn't know or I didn't mention it, we are going to go with the mages because I really like that storyline. And so based off of that, also, if we go with the mages, we get the extra Cullen time. And this is a Cullen man's playthrough through and through. So that's the way I'm going to get the most Cullen time. Which I actually think is interesting. But yeah, so I'm very curious if as we go through that, I don't think so. Like, I don't think we get anything talking about the circle or how they were formed. But I'm definitely curious to, like, pay extra special attention to the codex entries about the circle, just to see if there's something I didn't see in the past, or if there's something that, like, kind of hints a little bit more at that. Because those are really cool entries whenever you learn about, like, the history of, like, all of this. Let's see what's up here. I know that there's... I don't know if this is quest specific or not. It actually might be, but I forget. And we might have picked up this quest already. We might not have. But we shall see. Elf fruit. If nothing else, we got elf fruit, so this was worth it. I feel like... Yeah, there's this. And this. We need to make sure we get all of these for the JOH DLC. Grim, oh, this! So remember the cabin? I was like, do we need to get the key from somewhere else? This is this. I have fled the circle, but I want no part of the mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have both gone mad, and their war has torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists suggested fleeing, and I shall follow their example. It has been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe in Haven. If you can make it past the bandits and demons, join me at my grandmother's old home northwest of the crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together. Once again, I do really like these notes, because this mentions, too, that there were mages that just wanted no part of any of this. They're like, I'm free, let's go, goodbye, peace. Like, they wanted no part of that war. They were like, this is not for me. That's all on you guys. I just want to be left alone. And, like, I understand that wholeheartedly. And I don't actually feel like we really meet many mages outside of, like, these letters that are like that, because I feel like everybody that we meet is part of the cause. I think it would have been really interesting to have, like, a mage or two. Like, I guess Solus a bit. But you see what he's wearing. You know who he really is. There is no helping that. So, like, I wouldn't say, like, he's 100% like them. Oh, wait, no, this. Okay. Thank you. And then I shall take this loot. Ooh, balanced dagger. I forget what dagger that is. The only downside to being... Well, like, actually, I shouldn't say... I should say one of the interesting things about being an archer is that if I did decide I wanted to go dual-wielding rogue for a bit, I actually do have that ability at any point, which I've always very much appreciated about the rogue class. Oh, no. Hi! Okay. Careful! Oh, good, that just went away. So... I was about to say, though, the sad thing is I don't get to use my favorite set of daggers, but I was just realizing, like, wait, no. If at any point I want to use, like, a pair of my favorite daggers for a bit, we can always just respec and then use them, which is actually really cool.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
Yup. I'm not gonna lie, it feels like we were here just yesterday with Ivy. And then 3 days ago with Riley. But this...
Red lyrium.
Yeah.
Whoever this dwarf was, he was in over his head.
Yeah, but it was the purest vein he had ever seen, Varric. Like, or the note that was left by the other guy. Hi, little Nog. It was the purest vein of lyrium they had ever seen. And now look what happened to it. And the question is, how did it get corrupted? If this is the same vein, like, I think that this is the vein that that note implied. So how? How did it get corrupted so fast? Is it the demons that corrupted it? But that wouldn't make sense, would it? I don't know. Dwarves are immune to possession in theory because they have no access to the Fade. Huh, so is that why dwarves can work with lyrium? Because there is no chance of possession with them? There's a lot of interesting, like, dwarf stuff when we get to, Descent, which is going to be eons down the road. But I've said it before. I'll probably say it twice an episode. I'm so excited for Descent. I don't know if we're going to do this stuff early, too. Like, I don't think I've ever done the DLCs before I finish the main campaign. I doubt we'll do it this time. But if you've done that, let me know how you enjoy it. I'd be very curious to hear if that's something that you enjoy doing. For me, mainly because of the mod situation, I don't like to do the DLCs before, like, the main story is over, because there's a lot of mods I'm gonna have to chuck, overall to make it work. Oh, this upgrade to move faster. You're fine, Genevieve.
Did you believe the Conclave could achieve peace, Cassandra?
What? What
I
are we?
had hope.
Right now?
As did we all.
The Templars went to war to force mages back into their circles, which the mages would never agree to. What solution could Divine Justinia have offered when all sides rejected compromise?
The war was going nowhere for either side. That they went at all showed they realized this.
Or they believed the other side would relent.
We shall never know now.
Okay. I'm all for this conversation because I think it's a good one. But right now, in the middle of a Fade Rift, careful. Okay. Like that, it's just a weird time, right? Like just a wee bit of a weird time to be having this conversation. No. Oh, was it in this game that we were reading? Yes, it was, about how Ancient Tevinter thought that dreamers at one point should be the ones to inherit everything. I love the concept of dreamers too. Like, I feel like we talk about that a little bit more in DA2 and like what that actually means and how dangerous being a dreamer actually is. Solus is technically a dreamer, but I don't know if Solus counts. Like, there's so much with Solus. You're like, does it count? Like, does this knowledge that you give me actually count? Because
More supplies for recruit Whittle.
exactly, more supplies, because you're different than other mages.
Templar deserters!
I didn't mean to kill that. I meant to do this. This. Okay. I got you. Hi.
Like that, assholes!
Hi.
Do you need anything? I should probably report back.
Okay, let's see.
It looks like someone was having a picnic.
Yes. The mage must have been hunting for blood magic.
While having a picnic?
This is a mage.
Eldredda, yes. I think that...
I can sense...
So, the truth.
I'd love the truth.
I may have been, passing time with Eldredda.
Oh? Oh, having fun?
I take it the Templars interrupted your very friendly picnic.
We yes. At first, she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later we... So, are you going to report me?
No. Varric.
Look, kid, if you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it. Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
All right. I can do that. And thanks for
You're
going
welcome.
easy on me.
You're welcome. Look at the way Varric doesn't, like, beat around the bush on that one. If you can talk an apostate out of their pants in the middle of a war. Oh, Varric, never, ever, ever, ever change. Please, I beg. Okay. First agent of the Inquisition is ours. Mwah. I think I picked... Well, we didn't have Varric with Ivy by the time I did this because I came here late. Did that give me... No, it's just Ramhorn. So, I don't actually think we got Ritz as a... What is it? As a agent. All right, so now a cult. Love me a good cult.